Hi everyone, it's Travis, the Pagan Scholar, here with an episode of Tarot and Poetry. Finally, I know, right? I'm returning to this series because people have asked me to do that. And also, I finally found a poem for the Lovers card, which is the card that I'm on. Holy crap, guys, I'm on the Lovers. Like, there are 6 more cards, and yeah. Okay, anyways, let's jump right in. This video is going to be a little bit different because it's not necessarily a poem to explain the Lover's card, but it explains my reaction to the Lover's card. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, but I think the Lover's card is like one of the most Christian cards in tarot. And since we're pagan and not Christian, I really think that we need to like reevaluate and reinterpret the Lovers. Whenever I have the Lovers come up in a reading, I usually just I go for like the basest metaphor possible, and it's like, hey, this is about a relationship. That's it, basically. But Benabelwin has redeemed the Lovers card in my eyes a little bit, and we're gonna find out what she says. Many contemporary tarot practitioners assign a romantic indication to the Lovers card. However, in every traditional interpretation of the Lovers, the card is about moral choice. So, as we can see from the card, where the fuck is it? Okay. You can see from the card in the Rider-Waite, we have what is probably essentially going to be Adam and Eve. Adam stands before the tree of life, whereas Eve stands in front of the tree of knowledge. There's a serpent, temptation, and all that. And above them, a big fuck-off angel is watching them and separating them. And that's what really creeps me out about the Lovers card. It's like, I don't want your God in my sex life, peeping Tom or something like that. But yeah, it's this Christian hubris, this idea that God is always watching you, so don't masturbate or he's gonna kill a puppy. For the angel to be like standing over them while they're naked, it just smacks of this, you know, moral superiority of, well, make the right choice. You better make the right choice because God's watching you. I really don't want that in my tarot card reading. I don't roll with that mysticism, I guess. So yeah, I don't like that card. However, favorite interpretation of the Lovers from the fantasy deck. 2 people embracing. There's nothing in between them, which is, you know, to get kind of corny for a minute, the true power of love. It brings people together. And it's so natural. I mean, they are kind of like butterfly-ish or little plant spirity people, but it's a natural embrace. It's organic, and they've grown together. The flow of the lines, the feathers, the plants, it's great. It's wonderful. It's cute, which is what Lovers should be. The third tarot card rendition of the Lovers is from the Night Sun. This is kind of neat. It brings the Lovers down into humanity. And as you will see in future videos, the Lovers are actually the Emperor and the Empress in the Night Sun deck. And between them is either the Hermit or the Hierophant. And he is joining them together in matrimony or union or whatever. And then above them is the Angel. But it's Cupid because he's got a bow and arrow. And it's like, it's cute, I guess. I don't know. So it's better than Rider-Waite. You know, it's just Rider-Waite's just not my cup of tea. On to poetry. This journal is called Willow Springs. This is a very old edition. I don't even know if they're still in print, but this is a poem by Erin Bellew. Anyways, and it's called Perfect. And that's also the first line of the poem, Perfect. So, perfect is not what I was, though you said I was in an apartment in St. Louis on a green shag carpet redolent of the previous renter's cat. Above all things, I am accurate. So what's to say of sunlight? Nothing. In the 21st century, there's nothing to say about sunlight, which lasted as long as it takes to have sex and made us feel as warm as humans get. Perfectly human. Perfectly warm. Though, sadly, you don't remember this. Though sadly, I remember this, and it still makes me angry, which is another word for sad, as well as a synonym for nothing. Though if anything is, your sadness is perfect. Your human disappointment, which you've raised like a baby in a black baby Bjorn, coaxing it into the best sadness anything warm could hope for. Your sadness gets a perfect score, a 600 on the GRE. But if I had a gun I'd shoot your sadness through the knee, then the head. Or if I were a goddess, I'd turn you into a tree with silver leaves, or a flower with a center as yellow as sunlight, like they used to do when saving the beautiful from themselves. Okay, that was kind of weird, but we're going for it. So, how does this relate to the Lover's card? There's a lot going on in this poem. So it's called Perfect, and we have a person speaking to another person who is sad. Well, they're not sad, but they carry sadness with them. I feel like it's the man speaking to the woman in the Lover's card. And the woman is gazing at the angel that judges them in the judgment card, and she's holding her sadness for the angel. She's preserving her sadness because morality, because religion tells us to be sad, or it doesn't tell us to be sad, but it tells us things that are contrary to our human nature, and they make us sad or afraid or angry. And we sometimes overlook the fact that there might be a person right next to us who's watching us, who's waiting for us to notice them. And it's like, if I had a gun, I'd shoot your sadness through the knee. Oh, that's such a beautiful line. There's just so much, words. Okay, there really isn't too much I can say about this poem. It's because the more you talk about something, brevity is the soul of wit, correct? So it's also the soul of appreciating a poem. If you write a paper over anything, over your favorite book or your favorite poem, eventually at the end of the paper, it's not your favorite book or your favorite poem because you've analyzed the hell out of it. So I don't want to do that with this poem. I want to feel it. Whenever it comes to me, whenever I read this, it's like, oh, like a small part of me hurts, but a small part of me that hurts is like, wow, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. That's not really how it works in tarot, but yeah, it's this achingly human moment, and depending on which tarot deck you're using, sometimes the Lover's card kind of brushes that human moment away. I mean, the lovers. I feel like lovers should have a love that, if it burns, it burns like a forest fire. Yes, that is a Neil Gaiman quote. Or it burns like a brush fire, all-consuming, and that's also another quote from a book I don't remember. But the lovers are a powerful, passionate archetype, and to water them down into, I'm watching you, don't do that, bleh, I don't like that. So, I don't know, maybe you can take something away from all of this nonsense. Tell me, what are your reactions to the Lover's card whenever you get it? What's your favorite Lover's card from a different deck, maybe? Or just what are your thoughts on the poem? Maybe one that could have been better, or, yeah. Next up we have the Hierophant. I think I know what I'm gonna do for that one. I'm really excited about it. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. A like is appreciated, a subscription even more so, and as always, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.